Hey guys, so welcome back to another exercise tutorial. Now today's one is a staple. Now this one is called the couch stretch, and so it's definitely worth the while to learn this one because you're going to be using it all the time if you're a modern human. So first things first, the muscles that are used in this stretch is the quads and the hip flexors, or the ones that are going to be stretched out. So a couple of different progressions here. Because of the nature of this exercise, because most of us do a lot of sitting, these muscles get quite tight. So there's a couple of steps to get to kind of the main position. Now the first one is we're just going to stagger the knees like so, and just bring that foot up the wall. Now you can have it tucked, you can have it straight. It doesn't really matter with that toe position. And the closer the knee is towards the wall, the more intense it gets. So, and vice versa. If you bring it forward, it's going to take the stretch off a little bit. Now, so that's the first position. Now, if you're really quite tight, you'll feel quite a good stretch there. The next position, if you feel like you're okay in that position, is bringing swinging the foot up, and both hands are on the ground, and we're just pushing forward. Now we're going to get to a couple of different styles of stretching in the later part of the video, but that's kind of the second position. Third position is we're up like so, and pushing the hip forward. Now, different types of stretching. Now there are two main different types of stretching: dynamic and static. Dynamic is generally used pre-exercise, so warming up for the workout, or getting ready for some sort of movement. And the static type one, where there's this push and hold type of stuff, that is generally to increase flexibility, to increase recovery, and that's used post-exercise. So we're going to use we're going to use the couch stretch as an example. So dynamic stretching would look like so. And we're pushing forward, squeezing the glute for a couple of seconds, and back. And a static stretch would be pushing and holding. You might squeeze the glute on a little bit to really open up that front part of the hip. And you would hold that for 30, 60 seconds and do rounds of that. The reason why you don't want to do that static stretching pre-exercise is because it deactivates a muscle reflex. It's like a safety, and we wouldn't want to do that. So pre-exercise, for obvious reasons, we'd go for we'd go into too deeper depths, and we could cause injury. So on to the next bit. The common mistakes I usually see is when they're set up, they either don't push in hard enough, or they just kind of set themselves up, and they'll just stay there, and they won't really push into that point of kind of resistance, or you kind of won't feel that pain point. And I use pain as a loose term. You feel the stretch come on. So that's the first mistake, not pushing into the stretch enough. The second one is just the hip kind of comes unsquare. So it comes side to side, whichever it is. And so they're not keeping themselves square. The third thing, and look, it's not as common, but the foot will be way out here, and it won't be square. It'll kind of kick off to the side, or it'll be kicked into the inside or whatever. So just make sure you just kind of have a quick little glance. It doesn't have to be super strict, but just make sure that is kind of reasonably square. That knee is out, and we're up nice and tall. That's pretty much the basis of it all. Now, if you get stuck, Look, watch the video a couple of times. Definitely try the exercise. Do it a couple of times. Have a couple of attempts. If you really get stuck, definitely reach out. Good luck with it. Have fun. See you guys soon. Bye.